Hey guys, it's Bryson Wade, and I'm here with the almighty famous
Tristancapps.
So Tristan.
Triscap.
Triscap, I'm sorry.
Yep.
So how's life been treating you?
It's been good, I've been doing my thing. I've been working hard. Past week, I've just been focused on putting myself in uncomfortable situations. You know what I mean?
Could you give us a little insight on the uncomfortable situations?
Uncomfortable situations. So I have a nice room. I have a nice cozy bed. I have a nice house. But I also have a little barn shed type deal, and it's not finished on the inside. There's no insulation, and it's been getting cold and stuff. So what I did was I felt super comfortable. Like I just felt, I felt lazy, dude. And so what I decided to do was, since I wasn't doing anything for the whole past week, I just felt like, Tristan, what are you doing, bro? Like, work. What are you doing, bro?
Right.
You want that Ferrari, you know what I mean? So I came out here to this unfinished shed, super cold in the night. I got my pillows, I got my blanket, and I've been sleeping on the floor. It's been cold, and I've just been on my computer grinding.
So you said you've been on your computer. So what have you been doing on your computer? Like, what is your career? What do you chase? What do you do?
I want everyone to listen. If you aren't doing something in the tech space, whether it being clipping videos of other creators, I've been clipping videos of other creators, and I have people that do it as well. If you're not making some kind of content, or if you even have a business that, say you have a construction business, and you're not utilizing the internet, if you're not utilizing little clips like this, because we're going to clip this up too. Someone's going to clip this up. If you're not utilizing these things to expand your business, what are you doing? You know what I mean? So what I've been doing is I've been clipping different things. I've been clipping myself, and I've had people working with me as well. Shout out Nathan. And I've improved my brand, as I have a clothing brand, capreatorbrand.com. Go check it out. And I've just been working hard, you know what I mean?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So it says here that you're an entrepreneur, which we know that.
Yeah.
And it also says that you are a Christian.
Yeah.
So,
Speak up.
how long have you been a Christian?
Okay. I've been in church all my life, and I'll say this, I've never really been a Christian my whole life, because I knew nothing about it. Like, I'd go to church, but I wouldn't ever pay attention, or I'd be there just for fun. But these past, I'd say 4 months taught me so much, and I've just been reading the Bible. I've been watching different things on the Bible, and what really brought me into Christianity was all the evil in the world. You know what I mean? Like, if you don't have a backbone right now, if you're an atheist right now, like, you're lost without that kind of moral backbone. And I believe that if you're gonna be a respected human being, you must have some kind of thought of a higher power. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, as a Christian, I believe in Jesus Christ. He died on the cross, saved us from our sins and whatnot. But yeah, so these past 4 months has just been a huge teaching lesson to me, and I felt like I had to dive full into it, because my whole life I haven't. So yeah.
Okay. It's nice. It also says here, of course you've already talked about it a little bit, about clipping videos. It says content creator. What platform do you use? What do you do on the content side?
So you guys can find me on Instagram at Triscap. Find me on YouTube at Triscap. Kick. I'm gonna start streaming on Kick at Triscap.
Okay, so that was just some questions off the top of my head. We got the app, or the tablet thing here. It's got some questions for you. You care to answer them?
Of course, let's go. Rapid fire.
Okay, it says, Tristan, as an entrepreneur and comedian, have you ever considered merging your talents to start a business that sells knock-knock jokes as a subscription service?
Who would buy that?
It's corny. It's corny.
So why'd you ask it? Are you trying to get like some kind of haha clip out of me?
Yes.
Do you think I'm like stupid?
Okay, finally.
Are we gonna do this right now?
Tristan, please be a good guest to my show.
Yeah.
If you were to summarize your life motto in one liner, what would it be and how would it inspire fellow entrepreneurs?
You are beneath no one. Don't go in thinking you're above anyone, but you are beneath no one. My dad told me that. Don't ever believe you can't do something. Don't ever believe that someone could do something better than you. Always have that mindset going in that you can take over and you have what it takes. And then the second is excuses don't affect your outcome, so excuses can't affect your performance. So if you're going into something, go full deep in. Don't give any excuses. Give it your all. No one really cares, you know. No one cares.
Right.
No one cares. I have a huge heavy weight on my chest right now because I don't have a Ferrari right now. You know what I mean? But I can't come up with excuses like, oh, okay, I'm feeling bad today, I'm feeling sick today, oh, I feel depressed. And that's what I've been doing. I've been putting myself in uncomfortable situations. I haven't been making any excuses. I take full accountability for everything that I do or say. And yeah.
So, as an entrepreneur, as a comedian, as a content creator, are you working your way towards that Ferrari, or is stuff a little slow right now? Are you just trying to get started? How long have you been doing this?
Every day. There's kids my age that have Ferraris. Many people will look at me and say, "Yeah, Tristan, you're where you're supposed to be at your age. You're 18, slow down." But I've always had this thing since I was young. I've never thought I was where I was supposed to be. I always thought I was supposed to be in that Ferrari right now, driving away in that mansion, in that pool, even when I was like 13 years old. Like, you know what I mean? So I've always had that pressure on me, and you know, sometimes things do get slow. And like I said, past week, not this past week, but the past week after that, before that, I just felt too comfortable. I felt lazy, and you know, I had to completely dead that, put myself in an uncomfortable situation, and here we are. I'm working my ass off.
Right. I agree. You're doing good. Proud of you. So you was talking about it being uncomfortable sometimes, it being hard, you having to push through it.
Being what?
What? About it
You
being
gay?
hard? No.
What are these questions you're asking me?
Sorry. But
No,
with
we
that
can
being
talk about
said,
it.
no, shut up.
I'm supporting you. I'm supportive.
With
bro.
that being said, I'm sure it
I'm
helps that you
supportive.
have God on your side to get you through this. Correct?
Do you need God?
I love God.
You're asking me if I'm hard.
Funny. Shut up.
Okay,
Alright.
okay.
So, how's your dating life? Since you want to get on that topic.
Dating life.
Dating life.
That's an interesting question. What do you want to know?
First
Am I
off, how old are
driving?
you? How old are you?
I'm 18 years old.
Okay. What would you
Are
say?
you wondering if I'm dating someone right now?
Yes. Guess you could say that.
Bro. Don't waste your time. And this is for all you fellow aspiring entrepreneurs. Don't waste your time on a female. Unless she's 100% for you. And especially if she's a virgin, okay? Because virgins will love you to the full extent. Do not waste your time on these whores, okay? And don't waste your time. Continue to stack up. If you could talk to girls, whatever, but don't waste your time getting into a relationship unless it's fully committed, fully 100%. And if you do get in a relationship, do not put her as your top priority, because if you do, if you prioritize your girl over your money, you'll lose your girl and your money. If you prioritize your girl over your business, whatever you're doing, you'll lose it. It's never worth it in the end. And there's too many people that will cut off their brothers, cut off their long-time friendships because of a female. Don't be that guy.
So, how many women or relationships have you been in or with throughout your life, I guess?
Throughout my life, I'm only 18 years old, so I haven't
Got a lot of time.
got a lot of time. I have some experience. I would say a few real relationships, but there's always talking stages for that, whatever.
So, let me ask you
I'm
this.
not talking to anyone right now. I'm fully on my grind. I'm fully focused, tuned in. But obviously, I'll get some texts here and there. Whatever. I deleted Snapchat. Best thing I've ever done. But yeah.
Lost our streak, by the way.
Yep. Sorry, bro. Don't care.
Sorry. That's all you got? Okay. So I'm going to ask you this.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have to answer it.
Okay.
If you don't feel comfortable answering it, don't.
Yeah.
So are you a virgin?
That's a loaded question for this interview. I repent for all my sins, and I'm fully committed to Christ. I'm saved, and I don't indulge in any fornication or anything like that.
Good. Okay. Oh, I remember what I was going to say. So, you seem very smart.
Yeah.
You know a lot. I can tell you're smart.
Thank you.
I know you. You're smart. Might be one of the smartest 18-year-olds I've ever met.
Thank you.
So, the big debate going on right now.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's really a debate. It's more so people's opinions.
Yeah.
But, so, some people think that a girl's body count and a guy's body count is the same.
This is gonna get interesting.
They think that if a girl has 10 bodies and a guy has 10 bodies, they're the same. What do you think about that?
Well, first I want to ask what you think about that. Do you think they're the same?
I'm torn apart. I don't know.
You feel iffy on that?
I feel like if a guy has 12 bodies, he's a man whore. If a girl has 12 bodies, she's a whore. But then again, I look at it, most of the kings and all the greats had multiple women, multiple wives. And,
Okay, here's what I'm going to say. I would say the men, say a man has 12 bodies, a woman has 12 bodies. If the man has 12 bodies and he's just like an average guy, bro, he's basically admitting to having sex with a 4 out of 10. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, that's disgusting in and of itself. You know what I mean? So, of course there are man whores, and there are definitely women whores, but they are definitely not the same whatsoever. Because as a guy, your value isn't really linked to your body count. Right. But as a female, it definitely is, because most of the time, if you meet a chick and you tell her your body count, even if you say 30, she doesn't care.
Right.
She might be like, ooh, for a second, but she really doesn't care if you're a great guy, if you're charismatic. But if a chick tells me she has 30 bodies, what? I'm revolted. Get out of my face type deal. You know what I mean?
Satanic.
So, I just stay away from that kind of stuff. Bro, if you're a whore, you're a whore. Don't have sex with these nasty women. And the thing is, like, they're not just having sex. They're like sexually deviant. Like they're
doing it for fun and just
they're doing it
giggles,
for fun.
I guess.
And even if it's like these guys, it could be like a 10 out of 10 guy, no homo. he could smash like a 1 out of 10 girl and be fine with it. You know what I mean? That's just disgusting, bro. Like, and that's the guys who say pussy is pussy, bro. Pussy is not pussy. Get married. You know, find a good girl, find a clean girl, find a virgin, and you know what I mean?
Obviously, there's guys. Obviously, not all guys are the same.
Yeah.
Everybody's different. Not all the women are the same, you know. But I feel like if a woman has sex with a guy,
Yeah.
she's not doing it out of love most of the time. I mean, obviously, if you get in a good relationship, all that, it's fine, right? But most girls, they just do it to do it. I feel like if most, not saying all guys are different. A lot of guys, when they have sex, they do it out of love. They do it because they genuinely love or feel affectionate towards that person.
I would say it's definitely the opposite.
Really?
Yeah, because unless you're a guy and you're a virgin, then you'd be doing it out of love because you don't want to lose it to somebody. Well, it depends. There's ugly guys that, you know, can't get anything. But unless you're doing it, I would say it's different because the girls, they have more of a connection. Literally, if you take a girl and say you've been talking to her the whole day, whatever, you stop talking to her for an hour, she's like, Tristan, what are you doing? Blowing on my phone. She's literally attached so hard to this kind of relationship that's non-existent. And if you have sex with that girl, bro, she's attached forever. And I'll say especially if she's a virgin, because both men and female, they always have an attachment to their first. But I guess you kind of see that more with people that have higher body counts, where they just start doing it to do it, because once you break that first once you're not a virgin anymore, you start to look at relationships and everything different. And I thought that wasn't true, but it really is.
I agree.
So that's why I believe that a relationship with a virgin and a virgin would work out, but that relationship is kind of like, it's kind of skewed, because I would rather a guy have more experience than a girl, because the girls, if they have experience and they get with a virgin guy, bro, that relationship is failing. I'll tell you that now. Those are the guys that get used and cheated on. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, if you're a virgin out there, and if you're a virgin guy out there, and you are thinking of getting with the girl with the high body count, you know, maybe one is fun. But if you're looking to get with a girl and she has a high body count, do not do it whatsoever.
So, in a girl, you're talking to this chick, you really like her, she's cool,
Yeah.
y'all been hanging out, you ask her what's her body count, she says 2. Are you gonna be like, ooh, no, or are you gonna be like, it's a little high, but it's okay?
2,
I feel like 2 is acceptable, but anything above 2 is a little outrageous.
yeah, 2 is, I would say 2 is acceptable.
3 is borderline, 4 is too much.
2 is acceptable if you're not a virgin yourself, because you know how to handle you after you lose your virginity, you know how to, I don't know, it's something that just clicks in your brain where you just know how to handle those kind of situations with girls. I don't know what it is, but 2, I would suggest, sure, I guess, maybe it was her boyfriend's, you know what I mean? Maybe she had 2 boyfriends, but I don't know if it was just like 2 hookups.
Right.
I couldn't trust that, you know what I mean?
Right.
But the reason why I say don't get with a girl that even has a body count to begin with is because they will always think about their first. They always have attachment to their first, more than say a guy would to his first.
So we're opposite on that. But I can see where you're coming from. I get that part.
Yeah.
I get it. That's why I said, I mean, all guys and girls are different, so I guess everyone has different outlooks on it. But
Yeah.
You got any questions for me?
Wait, what was your outlook?
I said that guys, I feel like if they have sex, they're doing it out of love more than anything, and girls are just doing it just to do it.
Wait, what? You believe guys do it more out of love than girls? No. And I'll tell you why. If you take a player, and it doesn't even have to be a good-looking player, they're smashing chicks not even out of love. They don't care about the girl whatsoever. They have no connection to the girl whatsoever. Say a guy cheats on a girl. He doesn't have to have a connection to her whatsoever. He does not have any feelings for the girl, but he'll cheat on her. And I'm not saying this is right. Obviously it's sinful, it's disgusting, but you take a girl that cheats on the guy, she has to have a connection to the guy she's sleeping with.
Okay, but you're talking about a player. Most players are famous. Most.
No.
Quite a bit.
No. There's some ugly ass dudes. Even that you probably know that are smashing chicks left and right.
But I feel like to a girl,
And if it's a girl smashing dudes left and right, she's literally soulless. Like, do not even separate. Just please, don't even look at them.
I feel like a lot of girls just like some of the YouTubers, the bigger YouTubers, and just more famous people. Like these guys are looking like geeks. They're that big around. They're ugly. They're alien looking. And
Talking about their cocks?
No, their bodies.
Oh.
And they're getting 10 out of 10 like good looking women. And
Well,
they're just smashing them just for the clout. That's what I'm
Why
pretty
did-
much getting at.
Oh, you're saying that girls are smashing them just for the clout?
Yes.
Well, those girls are soulless.
That's what I'm saying though. But girls, it goes both ways. Girls can fuck guys with just to do it, and guys can fuck girls just
No,
to
I
do
would
it.
I would only say they do it just for love if they have a low body count. But if they do it just to do it, their soul is literally broken, bro. Like they've been with people left and right. So that's why I'm saying do not go with the chick with the high body count, because she will mess you up. If you're a virgin.
So I've been asking you a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
If you wanna give me a break and think of a couple more questions to ask you, you can ask me a couple if you'd like or whatever.
Okay. Yeah. So I guess it can be turned into a discussion. So, what is? Let me think of a scenario. Okay. Let me think of a scenario.
It's hard to think of questions and stuff.
Yeah.
Hope y'all are liking this video. It's great content. It's kind of a real us.
Yeah.
What
So
we think.
say you have a guy, okay?
Okay.
I don't know where I'm going with this. I'm just gonna freestyle. Say you have a guy, okay? He is not a virgin. He has 20 bodies, and he gets with a girl that is a virgin. Do you think that relationship will work out?
No.
No?
No.
So do you think a relationship with a girl with 20 bodies and a guy who's a virgin will work out?
No.
Do you think that one probably has more of a probability of working out?
Yeah. The guy that has 20 bodies and the girl that's a virgin, because the girl's going to get attached.
So why do you? That's the only reason why you think that?
Yeah. The girl's going to get attached. The guy's going to feel loved. He's going to stay. The girl with 20 bodies, the guy's going to get attached, but the girl don't care about his feelings and leaves for another guy.
I would say as men and women start to rack up their body count, they start to lose respect for the other gender. So, say you were a guy and you've had sex with 30 women. You start to lose respect for women because you kind of realize how easy it is to get.
Right.
And same for girls. If they have a body count of 50, let's say that's equal to a guy with 30. Wait. Yeah, okay. A girl with 50 bodies, she starts to lose respect for guys. You know what I mean?
I agree.
So it kind of messes up the whole relationship structure. That's why these girls are so broken and can't get married. Or if they do, they divorce because their soul's already been broken. I believe that marriage should go with one virgin man and one virgin woman. And I do believe a virgin man with a non-virgin man with a virgin woman would definitely work better than two virgins, or even obviously a non-virgin with a non-virgin girl, because the guy already has that kind of experience, and he knows what these kind of girls like. You know, he just has experience with women. But if you're a girl and you have that kind of experience, it's bad because you already know what other men are like, and I'm talking in like a physical sense. Say you have a girl that's been with a big black guy, okay? She's broken, bro. She goes to a Chinese guy, she's broken.
Yeah.
You think that relationship's gonna last? She's gonna go look for other black guys to satisfy her. Come on.
I agree. Once you go black,
about
you
it.
never go back.
Think about it.
That's what I've always heard.
And I'm half black, so I don't even compare to the black guys. What? Are you serious?
Okay, so earlier you said for a guy, their body counts don't link to a guy. What does link to a guy? Like
What links to a guy
like his
is
fame, his money, what
What links to a guy is status, network, and looks.
So money, popularity, and looks. Pretty
Exactly.
much.
Status, network, and looks. Network being the people he's around, because you are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So if you're hanging around broke guys who just smoke pot,
Drink all the time.
busted shoes, like, you're not gonna be a good type guy. But if you're with people who are driven, masculine, you know, good personalities, you're gonna become that. And if you're hanging out with 5 super wealthy dudes, say they're millionaires, you're gonna become a millionaire.
Yeah.
You know
I
what I
agree.
mean? So that's what makes a man who he is: status, looks, and network. Not so much money, because I wouldn't say money, because girls, I'm not talking about those super broken ones in this generation. I'm talking about just girls in general. They don't really care for your money. I would say it's mostly personality, status, like how people perceive you, and 50-50 on looks. But girls, they don't really care about money. They just want to feel protected and taken care of. You know what I mean?
Right.
But yeah, what makes a girl is definitely her status, because if you say you were to start talking to a girl and all of a sudden, I don't know if this happened to you, but in middle school it happened to me, and all of a sudden you start hearing things from other guys because you start talking to her.
You almost start getting bullied just for talking to her.
Exactly. you're dating this person? Oh, nah.
Yeah, that's how it was.
She's been with the block.
Yeah. So, I've got a couple questions.
Black guys.
You obsessed with
Look
black
at her,
guys?
my eyes only.
Yeah, that's rough. So, so I've got a couple questions. So,
Get with the virgin girl. Yeah.
I guess we'll stay on topic for this one. The next one's kind of off topic.
Yeah.
So I've been in a relationship for a while. I love the girl to death. We
Yeah.
lost our virginity to each other. We're still together happily.
It's good.
We're doing good. Always been doing good.
That's great.
But I've seen two different kind of sides. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm a simp.
Yeah.
Not in a bad way. I treat her good. Treat her very well. I'm the type of guy that she'll come home from basketball practice and I'll have flowers just sitting there for her. Just because I thought about her, you know.
Yeah.
But I've seen that some people think that if you are too much of a simp to your woman, that she don't feel like you can protect her because she feels like you're too much of like a girl almost.
Okay, it's not about protecting. It's just about fearing as much. Because if you're around your girl 24/7, she starts to lose that kind of respect for you. And that goes for anyone. If you hang out with some guy and he's like, he respects you to the fullest, if you start hanging out with that guy 7 days a week, bro, he's gonna start, feeling too comfortable. You might not even be comfortable with him, but he starts getting too comfortable and he's like saying some outlandish crap, and you're just like, bro, chill out. And that's happened to me before. Like, I had to just brush off people because they got too comfortable. You know what I mean? So it's like that with girls. You can't really have them super comfortable all the time. And I don't mean do that push and pull method, because that will not work in a relationship.
Right.
It'll completely destroy it. But it's good that you love your girl. It's good that you take care of her, and it's good that you're doing all that kind of stuff. But take it easy sometimes, because she gets too comfortable or you're around her too much. That's when she stops respecting you. She feels like she could say some crazy crap to you, and it'll be worse if you have kids. And I'm just saying, it just don't. That's why I told you guys, never prioritize your girl. Never prioritize your girl, because if she gets too comfortable, you're done. Prioritize your work, especially if you're in your late teens, early 20s. Prioritize work, and then girl can come second. Sorry, girl, but you're just trying to build a life for
Put God
both of you.
first. Put God first.
Yeah, put God first, of course, but put work first.
God.
I'm saying put work first before your girl. You know what I mean? Obviously, put God first. Christ is king. But yeah.
I just didn't know. I feel like, obviously, I said I was a simp. Treated her pretty good.
No,
but
you're a simp because you're still a virgin at heart. Because you lost your virginity to that girl. You've never experienced any other relationship. You've never experienced, not relationship, but, bro, when you have sex with a girl, you genuinely build a connection. Okay? So, you don't go out looking for any other type of, I don't know how to really articulate it, but you don't really go out to look for anything else, because that's all you know. You know what I mean? So that's why when you're virgin, guys, and you get your heart broken by that one girl, your whole mindset completely shifts. And so, yeah, like if you're a virgin, you probably look after her way more. Even if you're a guy with like a low body count, you're still probably like that. Maybe not, but yeah.
So, So back to that, like the protection part. Like,
Yeah.
I've seen a bunch of things that people say that you treat your girl too good to a point where they think you're losing masculinity because of you pretty much. I don't know how to explain it. They're pretty much saying you're treating your girl to a point where she loses respect for you. Or not really loses respect, just thinks in her mind that you won't be able to protect her because of how kind of not really girly you're acting by the way you're treating her. Just, I don't know how to
Oh my
explain it.
god. Okay, well, that's the gayest thing I've ever heard. Because if you truly love a girl, you'll do anything to protect her. You do anything for her.
Right.
So that's just the gay outlook. If you really think that, then you're gay.
I
Turn to
agree.
Christ.
I agree. I kill
So,
people.
Continue to love your girl. Continue to protect her. You know, the guys who love their girls so much, even if they're a skinny nigga, you know, whatever, and there's a big nigga disrespecting him and his girl, bro, even if he's big and he loves his girl so much,
He'll try.
he will try and he will fight that nigga.
He'll try.
You know what I mean? So, protect your girl, make your girl feel protected, and
Make her happy.
yeah, make her happy.
If she makes you happy, why not return the favor? Make her
And
happy.
Don't try to manipulate.
Don't ever pressure either.
Yeah, don't pressure.
There's a lot of people that pressure. Just
Ease it
God
to-
knows when it's gonna fall. If it's ready to happen, it's gonna happen. Just don't pressure.
Exactly. But never take disrespect. Ever. Because if you take disrespect and you don't check her early on, your whole relationship is messed up.
Okay.
So check her.
To the second question.
What?
So I mean, it's off topic from the sex and the girls. And
Yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So we're completely different, correct? Well, not completely different.
Not completely.
But you grew up in the city. I grew up in the heart and soul of Kentucky on a cattle farm, raised but I always kind of grew up. I wouldn't say dirty, but I always wore what I got on: cowboy boots and jeans and holes in my jeans and
Yeah.
dirt all over
Get
me.
to the question.
And you're always, cleaned up. You got nice stuff. You're always dressed pretty nice. You're always
Appreciate that.
looking good.
Appreciate
So, do you think? Of course, it's kind of double-sided. It depends on the girl, I guess. But say, me and you walk into a place.
that. Yeah.
You're dressed nice. I'm dressed what I got on. When a girl looks at you, are they gonna look at me and say he's disgusting? I'm not even gonna look at him just because of the way I've got on, or are they just they're just gonna look at us the same, just kind of different people?
No. It's all in the way you present yourself. Because they could read you instantly. Like, if you walk into a room, if it's a guy, I could read him instantly. Okay, he's insecure, he's walking weird with his head down, he's stiff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you could read people, and I think girls are the best at reading people.
I agree.
So they don't necessarily look at you for looks or how you're dressed. They look at the confidence, and you could tell somebody's confidence just the way they portray themselves. You could tell their status just the way they portray themselves. So, be as confident as you can. Just, yeah.
When it comes to looks, I feel like it's not more so about your clothes. I feel like it's more of your grooming and your hygiene. Like,
Yeah.
if you smell good, that's an instant.
Yeah, keep up
Good.
your hygiene. Don't be a smelly nigga.
I'm kind of slacking off on the shaving. It's getting cold. I'm thinking about growing a beard, but like
Yeah, it's-
grooming is
And
good.
it's not even about looks with girls.
Right.
Those are for the
But it
whores.
does help, like a
It
first
does help.
impression,
Yeah, especially, but looks are for the whores, because they have sex off looks.
Right.
But if you're talking just like dating a girl, looks doesn't really matter. Like, you see ugly dudes with 10 out of 10. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
See, I figured I'd ask because we, of course, we do the content stuff quite a bit.
Yeah.
We're on Omegle sometimes, quite
Yeah.
a bit. Some girls will look at me and be like, ooh, he's a country boy, he's disgusting because of what I got on. And then they'll look at you and be like, oh, he's such a good looking guy, which you are. You are,
Thank
no
you.
homo. But just because of the difference we dress. But then there's some people that look at me and say, ooh, I love him
Yeah,
because
they all have a type. They have
because
a
he's
type.
got boots and pants on,
They have
and
a
then I
type, they
hate
have a
him
type.
because he's got skinny jeans on.
Or because he's black.
Of course.
I've gotten a lot of N-words on that.
Yeah.
But yeah, sometimes they have their preferences. But in all realistic, that's virtual.
An opinion.
That's virtual.
I agree.
And say they seen us how we were on that screen, but we're 6'5", by the way. Say you walk in and you see her in real life and you're 5'2". I'm not slandering the short guys, but say you're 5'2" and you walk with your head down and you're super jittery and stuff.
Yeah.
But I come in and I'm dressed up, hey, nice to meet you type deal. She's gonna kind of lose that. Okay, maybe he's a little weird. You know what I mean?
Right.
And
You got to be confident mostly. And a guy, confidence is key. Whenever, I wish we could pull up a picture, but about 2 years ago before I met him, well, a little before I met him, I was slacking some confidence. I was about 5'6", probably 5'6". I was like 220. I was a chubby kid. I love sports, but I was athletic, just didn't have the body for it really. I lacked a lot of confidence, but I guess everything just kind of changed. I changed myself.
Confidence. Sometimes it's not even just confident, bro. Just, I want to say be who you are, because everyone's actions, personality is mostly social media. But just, I would say, just chill out, bro. You don't thinking about being confident and shit, that will overwhelm you, bro. Like, if you're in a room with a chick and you're just thinking about, okay, just up, come on, be confident type deal, you're gonna mess up. You're overthinking it. Say you go meet a 10 out of 10 and you're just thinking about, okay, how am I gonna, bro, just play it out. Most of the time I don't even do too much. Like, just chill.
So back to that.
Crack a few jokes, you know what I mean? Like that. If you make her laugh and giggle, you can make her clap and jiggle.
Yeah,
like,
right.
That's true.
I agree.
That's true. I don't do that, but I could if I wanted.
Are you sure you're a comedian?
I'm a Christian.
Oh yeah, I forgot. So back to that. So a couple years ago, whenever I said I was lacking confidence, I thought maybe it was the way I dressed. Maybe it would help my confidence get back up.
Yeah.
So I started dressing nice, like him, somewhat like him. I had the nice joggers or skinny jeans on. I had some nice Jordans. I was a sneakerhead back then. It was surprising. I went to go feed cows in Jordans. It was weird.
Yeah.
But I just dressed like that, and then it just got to a point where now, like, I'm just being who I am, who I always was. I always wore boots. I was always that kid that walked in with holes in his pants and just didn't care. I'm kind of to that point now, but it makes me happy knowing that the girl that I have now that I love, she saw me for who I was. When we first met, I had, boots, pants, obviously, holes in my jeans, holes in my shirt. She didn't look at me and say, "Oh, this guy looks homeless. I'm not messing with him."
And that's
She
key.
saw me for who I was.
That's key,
and that
and
built my confidence back up.
Yeah, that's key, and that's why most of the famous people, they can't find like a regular chick, because they possibly could find a proper chick if they went to some random country that they don't know anything about.
Right.
But most of the girls, they don't look at, because they're always around those kind of girls that just like money and stuff. They're always on the yachts. So also I will say this: confidence doesn't come from the internal. So if you're constantly thinking, okay, let me boost my confidence, You know, it's not all mental. Most of the confidence that you get is external. So, dress good, smell clean, stay in shape, because if you're confident in your looks, in your body, then you're confident.
If you're not happy with the way you look, you're not going to be happy with life. I don't care what it is.
Exactly.
It's I mean, it's fact. If
if
you're 400 pounds and 3 chins, you're not going to look in the mirror and say, I'm happy with life. You might,
and you're lying to
yeah,
yourself.
you're lying. You're lying. I used to be
Like,
the same
bro,
way.
that's why these pro fat people like, oh my god, why are you being fat phobic? Shut up, bro. Like, you're fat phobic. You hate yourself. Yeah, so confidence comes from external. That's why, you know, girls love attention. Because bro, you boost her confidence by 1,000 if you compliment her. You boost my confidence 1,000 if you compliment me. And, you know, so work on yourself externally. It'll help yourself internally, and you'll be confident. You'll just be confident.
So,
Byproduct.
a long time ago, me and my woman went on a double date with her friend and her boyfriend or whatever.
Oh, I thought you were
But-
pussy.
No. He was obviously, we come picked him up. They were dressed nice. We were actually dressed nice. Had my nice cowboy hat on and stuff. But obviously, when I first picked mine up, I was like, "Babe, you're gorgeous." I met her with flowers. I told her she looked nice and everything.
Real man.
And the other boy, he just didn't bring flowers, which is fine. You ain't always got to bring flowers, but he could at least been like, "You look good," you know. Just gave her the extra confidence. But I asked him why he doesn't do that, and he told me that he feels like if you give a girl too much confidence, or compliments, that they're gonna get enough confidence to leave you because they think they're better than you and they're gonna leave you. If a girl truly loves you, they will stay with you no matter how many compliments you give them. No matter if their confidence is through the roof, if they truly love you, they will stay. I promise.
And you said you've never been with any other girl.
I've been in relationships,
Yeah.
but I've never met any. It's always been like little middle school
Yeah, yeah.
phone
Yeah,
relationships, not real relationships. This is the first real relationship I've ever been in. I've been in it for over 2 years. No
So-
breakups, no breaks.
So that guy was not a virgin.
He actually wasn't.
I could tell you that 100%. He was not a
wasn't.
virgin.
He only had
He's-
one body.
He's been
But-
but he's been through a relationship, and it probably broke him.
It probably ended up that way. He probably
Yeah,
gave her so much
exactly.
confidence that she did leave him. But
So-
that just goes to show that she didn't truly love him. If you give your girl compliments every day and she ends up leaving you because you gave her so much confidence, she didn't love you from the get-go. She
Yeah.
didn't love you from the start.
Yeah, don't lie to yourself, believing, like, don't try to convince yourself that
That it
she's
was
for
all
you.
your fault either. Don't ever convince yourself that it was completely your fault. I ain't saying that it's
I would
not,
say it completely is your fault,
but
because actually I would say 50-50, because
that's what I'm saying.
sometimes
it definitely
guys,
is some of your fault, but like
actually no, it definitely is your fault, because those kind of girls that will break you have bodies. If you're a virgin guy and you get with the girl that has bodies, like I told you, she's probably gonna break you. And if she does break you, bro,
you're broken.
broken.
You're done.
So you don't show up to the date with flowers type deal. You know, like, you're not like that.
Right.
So that's
And I get that, but I just didn't get his logic. Like,
Yeah.
I didn't get that he thinks giving them too much compliments gives them too
oh
much confidence
that's
to
what I'm
leave.
saying too.
I don't get that.
If you even question yourself about is this girl right for me? Is this girl gonna cheat on me? Okay, maybe I heard a little thing here and there. Should I really go for it? She's not the one for you. Obviously, you can overthink. That's normal. But if you even question the relationship, like, what does she think about other guys? And that is normal, but I'm saying, like, on a deep level, if you actually, like, sit and stew about it I truly don't believe she's the one for you. Like, I'm talking about from the get-go. Like, I don't think she's the one for you, because if she was, you would... And that's why I say, like, your girl kind of has to fear you in some kind of way, so don't get comfortable with her. She kind of has to fear you to respect you. You know what I mean? So she kind of has to know that you have that status, that looks, that network, and that you can actually get girls and you have options. Like,
Right.
you know, so she kind of has to be scared in a way, like, okay, if I break up with this guy, he has other girls that he, not other girls, but he has people that he could definitely just go to.
See, I kind of hate that, though, but, like, because, so, the other day, I'm not trying to sound all confidence and all that, but
Yeah.
me and my woman was sitting in the bed. I just got out of the shower. I got a hat on, so you probably can't tell, but when my hair gets wet, very, very curly hair, I got blue eyes, yada, yada, yada. We're sitting in the bed, and she looks at me, and she's just staring at me. I asked her why she was looking at me, and she told me, she looked at me, and she said, this is very heartwarming. She said, "You're the prettiest guy I've ever laid eyes on. Why are you with me?" She said, "Why are you with me? Why pick me?"
And you need that.
But like to me, yes, that makes me feel good that she thinks I'm pretty. But it also hurts my feelings that she thinks just because I'm pretty, she thinks I'm going to leave her. I don't think that's what she meant, but in my eyes, she's like, "Why would you pick me?" But that's my thing. I give her compliments every day, but yet again, she still sits there and acts like she's not the prettiest thing I've ever laid eyes on, which she is, in my opinion.
Well, girls are insecure. Every girl is insecure.
Right.
You can't really,
You
can't fix that. But that's a good thing.
You can help by giving compliments, but it's not going to fix it.
Though, why did you pick me is pretty important. I would say only a virgin girl would say that.
I'm telling you, every time a girl asks that, always give her reasons why. Don't just sit there and just smile thinking you're all big just because she thinks you got options, which you might. You probably do.
Smile if you have girls on the side.
But every time she asks you that, always give her a reply. Don't just sit there in silence. Tell her, "Well, you want to know why? Because I thought you were the prettiest thing as well." Just don't be a dick about it.
Don't lie to her, bro. That's demonic.
You're demonic.
Don't be like, okay, yeah, you're the only one in my life. I really love you. You're the only girl I could see myself with. And then go to another girl's house the next day. That's demonic.
Don't do that.
And if she catches you, which she will, bro, you'll feel all of that trauma that she felt in that moment. It'll all come back to you.
It'll haunt you.
And I wouldn't say karma because I'm not Buddhist or anything, but karma as in a thing I do believe exists. You reap what you sow.
What comes around goes around.
Exactly. So don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Don't be a dick.
Love your women.
Yeah, don't be manipulative.
But don't take a bunch of shit. I was bad for that. The first year of us dating, my girlfriend grew up without a dad, so she kind of grew up tough. She's she's a bigger basketball player, fighter girl.
Don't do any disrespect.
I put up with a lot of that the first year, but
there'll be a lot of bickering, but
a lot of things.
Disrespect.
Yeah, definitely.
Check her.
After I started checking her, which I don't have to check her often, but
yeah.
I mean, every once in a while. Hell, I even get out of line and I have to be checked. You know,
Yeah.
boys can get out of line too.
Yeah.
We can say excessive things. We overthink a
Wait,
lot.
like what though?
Huh?
Like what?
I don't know.
Give
bro.
me an example.
I say some crazy stuff.
Give me an example.
Because
I truly don't believe.
She'll be at I don't know. She'll be at basketball practice, which I know for a fact. She'll be at basketball practice.
Yeah.
And I'll look on Life 360. And Life 360 bugs the fuck out. And it says that she's way off in the fucking river somewhere.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm texting her like, "Where the fuck are you at? Why ain't you at practice?" Even though she's at practice the whole time. Now, that gives her a reason. She can look at me and be like, Bryson, you need to chill. You need to just chill. You need to trust me. At my ball practice every day, you know I'm there. Just chill. Trust me.
Really?
Yes. There ain't no reason why she shouldn't check me right there.
Well,
if I'm
depends
acting
how
that excessive.
It depends how excessive you go. If you're like, baby, 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 and you type it, all exclamation marks, whatever, full caps. You're
That's
like,
me.
What are you doing?
Yeah, that's me.
Stop taking that nigga dick. No.
I'm going crazy. I don't know. You know, like I said, I lost my virginity to her. She lost her virginity to me.
Yeah.
I love her a lot. I just don't want nothing to happen to her, you know?
Yeah.
That's that protection side of me, I guess. It's not more so of her cheating on me. I don't think that. It's just the fact of, like, I don't know. It's like, it's not that I don't trust her. Like, the other day, she wanted to go to Cookville by herself because I was working. But I was going to take off and go to work, or go to Cookville with her. But, I didn't want her to go by herself. It's not the fact that I think she's going to cheat on me. That's not the fact at all. It's just the fact of, and I know she can take care of herself. Like, she can fight me pretty damn good. But it's just the fact of, if something happens, listen closely to you ladies. If something happens to you when your guy is not there, just imagine the pain that he's going to go through in his mind, knowing that he wasn't there to protect you. Especially if you wouldn't let that happen. If you look at him and say, no, you're not going with me. I just want to go by myself. It's not the fact that we're thinking that you're going to cheat on us. It's the fact, if something happens to you, we're going to feel terrible. Do you agree?
Yeah.
It's awful.
Yeah.
If something happened to Maddie and I wasn't there to protect her, I wouldn't be able to live. It would be rough. It would be awful. That my mind would probably be screwed up for a while.
Yeah, definitely. But I would say don't really trust anyone, because girls do love conditionally. It's not unconditional. Even if they say, you know, my love for you never fails or some corny shit. Like, but yeah, don't ever, because they do love you conditionally. If you're not providing at that moment, if you're not doing all the right things, she's gonna leave you. So, be on point, but don't put your all into her. You know what I mean?
I had trouble with that the first year.
Yeah, that's why I was saying don't prioritize her over your life.
So you're saying we've been together for 2 years, a little over 2 years.
Yeah.
We've lived with each other for about a year.
Yeah.
We obviously lost our virginity to each other. So you don't think I should trust her? Not even a little bit?
What? Even a little bit? Of course. You should trust her, but I'm saying
don't get too
100%.
comfortable in the trust.
Yeah, like that's where you slip up. Don't,
because then you give her the knowledge, knowing that you trust her so much that even if she does go and cheat, you're not going to sit here and like question her type shit.
Yeah, because you always have to question. I wouldn't say worry, but you always have to be aware of anything, even if it's a friendship. Like, even if it's like a brother that you've been brothers with for 20 years. Like, you can't trust people 100%. It never, in my life, it's never worked.
Right.
Trusting someone 100%, it always fails. So,
you don't trust me 100%?
No, but I will say this: you're the best friend. Like, you've stayed there consistently, since we've stayed friends. So,
this kid left me.
I would say I trust you the most out of any friend that I have.
He left me and moved like 13, 14 hours away.
Yeah.
And I still FaceTimed him every night. And we played Fortnite every night. Every night.
So
those are the days.
Yeah. So, I trust you a lot. Obviously there's sometimes in the past where, nigga, you lied. So
over little stuff.
So
Like I got you the little TJ tickets for
yeah,
Christmas.
and the Jordan Raptor 4s, but they came in the wrong size or something. So you have to ship them back the next day. Anyway, but yeah, don't put your trust into that's just little shit, but there's stuff that happens that's like worse. You know, people could be snaking you, taking your money, and so just don't put your trust into anyone, even family. You know.
I agree.
Yeah. So
I agree 1000%.
yeah,
You got any questions for me?
always be alert. Always be alert. What were your other relationships like?
Like I said, I never met them in person. I did one girl. I met her in person. I was a virgin. She was a whore.
I remember that.
It was awful, really. But I didn't. It's sad to say. I feel like a shitty person for even saying it. But she had a rough life. Her dad beat her a lot. He went to prison. She had to stay with her grandma because her mom died. I felt like she needed someone. Everyone picked on her at school because of how bad of a hoe she was. I was just there. I didn't have anybody either.
What? People picked on her for being a hoe?
Yeah.
What?
And
That's reasonable.
Yeah, I know. And I just felt bad. So I dated her for a little bit, like 4, 5, 6 months, 7 months, something like that.
Yeah.
And it was trauma every day, fuss and fight every day.
Yeah.
I never loved her. I never said I loved her. The only thing I ever said, I love you, I might have, but I didn't mean it, which sucks to say. But it was more so, it wasn't really a relationship. It was more so I was trying to help someone out, and it didn't really hurt me in the end, but it wasted a lot of my time.
Yeah.
I could have been doing something with you,
bro,
the whole time.
Your subconscious is one of the biggest tools you have that God gave you, because I know for a fact you questioned at the start, will this work out? And
With
you
who?
doubted yourself.
With who?
With that girl that you're talking about.
Oh yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
I didn't even want to do it really. But
So
it just happened. I don't know.
bro, if you're watching this and you're about to get in a relationship with a girl, and you know, you niggas are horny, so take like a week for you to get into a relationship. You know, it's, you know, horny guys. But if you even question, if your subconscious is telling you, okay, should I get in a relationship with this person, and your subconscious automatically thinks no, but you convince yourself, yes, she's hot, she has a fat ass.
It's not love.
It's done. It's completely done from the start. Like I was talking to this one girl last night, and she was questioning herself because she was talking to this guy, and she was like, "Yeah, he hasn't texted me in 7 hours. He said he's been going through stuff." She goes to his page, shows me what she looks like, shows me what he looks like. He has, I don't know how many followers. He's ripped black guy with designer on and stuff, drives a Challenger. My nigga, do you really think
She don't love him.
he's going 7 hours without texting you and you're his number one?
No.
Come on, let's be serious. I told her, I was like, let's be serious. Let's be real.
Right.
And I was giving her advice. She was like, what do I do? What do I do? I told her, you know, don't text him, wait for him to text you type deal. But then after that I said, but I'm going to tell you, it's not going to work out.
Right. I
So
agree.
people already know that it's not going to work out. They know the answers to their questions. So it's
agree.
just, yeah, like people know the answer to their questions.
Right.
They're just trying to validate their situation. So
That's like, okay, so the first time I ever met my girlfriend that I'm with now, Maddie, the first time I ever seen her, it was amazing. I I knew from right then. I didn't know if she liked me. I didn't even know if she was looking my way, really. But as soon as I saw her, I said, I'm going to try to do everything in my power to get her. That's what I told myself. I said, I will forever try to get this girl.
Yeah.
And I guess I was a horny boy. We talked for like 2 weeks, but we hung out every day, every night. I'd get off work, she'd get off work, she'd come to my house, we'd ride around, picnics, dates, stuff like that. We done that for about 2 to 3 weeks, and I couldn't help it. I popped the question. I couldn't let her get away. I popped the question. She said yes. We've been together since. But like what he's saying, if you're questioning things before you get in a relationship, it's not healthy.
And another thing, if you even question, if your subconscious even told you, no, this is not gonna work out, you wouldn't be here today with her.
No.
So, listen to yourself. Don't try to convince yourself otherwise.
Now, I've never thought like why would I date her, but like you've probably heard this before, but throughout relationships there's different emotions, obviously. Like the first year is all lovey-dovey crap like that. Towards the end of the first year, you start to learn more and more about each other. You find out more things that you probably don't like.
Yeah.
You fuss more, stuff like that. It's okay. It's normal to overthink at that point. Like, I ain't saying overthinking is the shittiest thing a man can do, but we can't help it. We do it all the time, constantly.
And that's why I said, if you're in your late teens, early 20s, focus on work, prioritize work, because all that time overthinking will stress out your actual life. And, overthinking is girl shit, let's be honest. So, stop wasting all that energy overthinking. It will really screw you up. And that's why when you go through a breakup and you get that click, okay, you cry, you get that click, you're so motivated to do stuff because okay, she's gone, I have to work.
Right.
You're the time you were the most productive is when you got your heart broken. So I would say focus on your work. And yeah.
But if you do overthink, don't think you're just some lowlife. Don't do that. I'm admitting it right now. I've been in a relationship with this girl for over 2 years. I've still to this day overthink, and she's given me no reason whatsoever to overthink about the things I overthink about. It's normal.
Yeah.
Everyone does it. Even girls overthink. I feel like guys are a little worse.
No.
My case might be worse.
No, you're crazy.
No, dude.
You're crazy.
Like, it's
because
bad.
All they think about is their relationship. That's all they have, bro. Is their relationship.
Some.
No, like that's the center of their life. Is their relationship with their guy.
Well, okay. Okay. Maddie, my girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
She has 2 jobs. She goes to school. She has truck payments. She bought her truck, her dream truck, the other day. She just paid off her car. She's got basketball. Then she comes home and studies. Do you think I'm the center of her life? Do you think that's all she thinks about?
There's a problem if you're not the center of her life.
I am the center of her life, but if you think that I'm the only thing that she thinks about all the time, then you're wrong.
Obviously, no. I'm talking about in the back of their mind.
Oh, well, I'm sure.
Obviously, yeah.
I'm sure. But that's the same way, like earlier you were talking about.
Everything they do, every conversation they get into, if it's with the guy, they think about you right away. Even if they're like a promiscuous girl and they're with a guy and they plan on cheating, bro,
They're still thinking
she
about you.
thinks about you that whole time. Yeah.
But, like, back to what you were saying, like, girls shouldn't be the number one priority, right?
Yeah.
Is what you were saying. I think that should be the same way with a girl. I don't think we should be their number one. Maddie, my girlfriend, money, I promise you, she's a different breed. Money, she's more money hungry than I am, which is sometimes a bad thing. But
It is a bad thing.
she thinks more of her future than anybody I've ever met. like you're talking about wanting a
That's good,
Ferrari.
that's good,
You
that's
want.
good.
She has go. I won't say, you know, pushing too much towards her future. She just has goals that she wants to
Yeah.
meet. She's strong-minded. She's a hard-working woman. I'm not her number one priority.
Mm.
I'm not. I'm gonna go ahead and say it. That may be a bad
Well, you're
thing.
the center of her life.
Yes, I guarantee I'm the center of her life, but I'm not her number one priority, which is a good thing to me.
And if I'm in a relationship, she's
Sometimes.
not the center of my life. I can't have her as the center of my life. I'll crumble, I'll fall, bro.
Maybe.
God and work has to be the center of a man's life, or else he fails. Because if you're too focused on that chick, most of the time, bro, everything starts to crumble. That time when you get too comfortable with the chick and she stops talking to you out of nowhere, it's because you were the center. You prioritized her the most out of everything in your life. So don't fall for that. Don't do that. As like girls, if she really loves you, you're the center of her life until the day that you die or break up. You're the center of her life. So yeah,
Be honest.
what?
You've been around me and Maddie for a long time. Ever since we started dating.
She's a strong-minded girl, yeah.
You've been there before me and her got together.
Yeah.
You think me and her are last?
Or will last?
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And to what I was saying, you guys are both virgins, technically.
Yeah.
So I do believe it'll last. You guys haven't experienced really much else. Like, you've been in relationships, but like I said, that connection is much deeper than you guys think.
Yeah.
That connection, it's way deeper than you think.
Very deep.
Very deep. What do you mean?
I'm white. Never mind.
Oh, okay.
I love you, Tristan.
Why are you talking about deep and then say I love you, Tristan?
Alright, ask me some questions. I'm tired of
Okay.
asking you questions. You've asked me one question.
So what do you think about, like, the state of the world today? I feel like Jaden Smith there now.
It's
How do you feel about the political and economic state of the world right now?
It's retarded.
Retarded how?
Look who our president is.
What? You don't like Joe Biden?
No, he's trash. He's retarded. He
Really?
touches little kids.
You don't like a pedophile as a president?
No, who would?
Why?
Who would?
Come on, bro.
Only liptards would.
Wow, that's racist. Guys, comment racist in the comments.
Good, do it. I'll laugh.
Yeah, I'm Trump 2024.
And it's
It is a joke.
don't say oh I brainwashed him. No, the day I met him, he had a Trump flag on, wrapped around his neck.
I used to walk into school with the Trump shirt on. I used to walk in school with the Trump mask because I had to wear a mask, which is gay. But I wore a Trump mask, Trump shirt. If I had Trump pants, I'd wear them. Trump shoes, I don't care.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah. Tristan was always he was just different. I loved him. The
Different,
dad.
bro.
He's
Different
awesome.
breed. 2020, bro.
He's
All
awesome kid.
the liberal chicks hated me.
You will never find anyone smarter at the age than this kid. I'm
Swear to
telling
God.
you right now.
And
Right now. I'm retarded. I'm mentally retarded
Listen,
compared
bro.
to this guy.
listen, bro. The liberal chicks that hated me back then for Trump, what do you think they're doing
They're
now?
sucking your cock right now.
No, that's disgusting and sinful. Demonic. They're whores.
They're wanting
demonic.
to.
But, yeah, they're wanting to. They're texting my phone, block, okay?
Exactly.
The guys that hated me back then, they're all like, Tristan, bro,
You were right.
you were right about everything.
Yep.
Every single thing.
That's how they do.
And most won't say that because they're
Not man enough to admit that when they were
can't
wrong.
admit it. They can't admit it. They're like scared and stuff.
They can't own up to their own actions.
Their ego is like enormous.
Yeah.
I have a big ego, I would say, but I was right.
If you're right, you're gonna have a big ego. I mean, it's just,
I'm always right. I'm joking.
You are a lot of the times. A lot of the times. That's what my girl thinks too, bro.
What?
A woman is right all the damn time. I don't care what.
Shut up.
Oh my God, you're retarded.
Shut up.
They will find out anything.
They can, yeah.
They will know anything.
That's the only thing they're good at.
They will literally fight you until you just shut up about them. Just tell them they're right.
That's why they're always wrong. Because you convince them that they're right. They have to feel that, oh my God, baby, you're right, please. And then they stop.
But like, that's the difference. My
And then
girl
she
can
sleeps on
pull up
the
physical evidence that she's right. It's retarded.
No. If you have the kind of conversations I have on a day-to-day basis with these girls, bro, they're always wrong. They're retarded, bro. They're literally retarded.
Oh yeah, a lot of them are.
What are they right about?
Let's talk about whores for a second.
What are they right about, bro?
Nothing.
Girls aren't right about anything? You just said they right about everything.
I was talking about my girl.
Oh, okay. That makes sense.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I told you guys about the subconscious, right?
What?
Subconscious.
I don't know what that means.
Don't convince yourself that your girl is right all the time.
She's not right.
Don't let her manipulate you, bro.
No.
These girls learn to manipulate at the age of 5. Don't let these girls
Daddy,
manipulate
give me an ice cream.
Yeah. Daddy, please give me ice cream. Okay, that wasn't sexual. That's so sexual. Please give me ice cream, Dad. Come on. They learn to manipulate at the age of 3, bro. Come on.
How do you feel about like guys crying? Like,
Guys crying.
yes.
Yeah.
I think it's important. I think you should, really. I don't think you should do it in front of your girlfriend, which I'm guilty of doing. But all this, I think it's bullshit on TikTok and shit. Men who cry isn't capable enough to protect their women or isn't masculine enough. I don't think that's true.
It's true to an extent. I believe that it is definitely okay to cry, but you can't let your emotions overpower.
Now, I'm not talking about crying every day, but like, if you go to your grandma's funeral, your mom's funeral, cry. You need to.
Exactly, of course. And it's okay to feel down in that situation, but I'm talking about people who find it's okay or they get comfortable in feeling that way. Because when you start to feel comfortable in being super emotional all the time, then you'll become emotional all the time, and it will ruin your life. You won't be productive. You'll be sadistic. You know, people won't want to be around you. You know, and I've experienced that because I was at a point in my life where I was super sad. You know, I would talk to my friends about the stuff I was going through every day, and they got distant. And in that moment I was like, dang, why are they like leaving me and stuff? Like, why don't people want to talk to me? It's because of my energy, and it was definitely my fault. I shouldn't have put that kind of energy on people. You know what I mean?
Correct.
So when you put that kind of energy out into the world, things don't go as well for you. You guys think, you know, why am I never lucky? It's because you're super emotional, bro. You know, stop being so emotional.
I have
It's
another.
okay to cry, bro. There's things that you need to cry about, and you know, just let out.
At certain moments, it's necessary, is what you're saying.
Yeah, and bro, the thing is with me, I wouldn't say I'm broken, but I would say I'm not sensitive. Like, I'm not super sensitive. The last time I cried was, and I'm gonna be very open with you guys. The last time I cried was, like I told you guys, a week before last week, because I was doing nothing. I was super lazy. I hated everything that was going on, and I put myself in an uncomfortable situation. I'm good, but before that, it's probably been over a year, and you know, it's because I slowed down super, like, so much. Like,
I was just tired of everything. I cried, and I prayed out to God. I was like, God, please help me. And my relationship with Christ has been outstanding.
So, I have another question after this. It's gonna get real deep on this question, but
Yeah.
I'm gonna go ahead and admit it too, just so y'all don't feel like you're little wimps for crying when it's necessary. I cried last week. I got a lot going on. Just bought a house. Trying to get a new job. Didn't know if I was gonna have enough money to pay for bills. Just kind of stressed out about things. Trying to start multiple businesses. I've got car lots going. I'm trying to start a car lot. Helping a buddy rebuild and remodel houses. I'm trying to get into that business while I'm trying to get a steady job, a more steady paycheck job. And then while doing that, I'm trying to run a farm. I'm trying to spend time with my buddy. I'm trying to spend time with my woman. It's just a lot. I mean, obviously, you can only hold so much. You got to let some out, whether
Yeah.
that's through anger, which I used to have problems with, or crying, which I'm glad I've revolved into crying besides punching holes through things.
Yeah.
But, I don't know. I did.
And that's we're super different from each other. Those are two completely different situations because you had so much responsibility. You were doing so many things at once. Me, I was just sitting here. I was lazy. I was just soaking in my emotion, soaking in my depression. And I remember I was sitting right here, and I just came out. It wasn't really finished like how it was right now, but I just sat down in my chair and I said,
I need to get to work.
yeah, I said, I'm done. I need to do something. And I started praying, and bro,
All kinds of energy.
I felt great. Yeah.
That brings me into the next question.
Yeah.
So,
Good with this, bro.
be honest.
Come on.
Be
Yeah.
honest.
Okay.
You can hurt my feelings, I promise.
Okay.
So, I know it's not even really that deep, but I just don't. I know you don't hold back. I don't care if you hurt my feelings, and my feelings ain't gonna get hurt.
Okay.
So, sin, putting yourself through pain, like, putting yourself through pain is a sin, correct? Like, self-inflicting pain is a sin, correct? Such as like cutting your wrist,
Yeah.
tattoos, stuff like that.
Yeah.
Okay, I have 2 tattoos, which you know about.
Yeah.
One is a cross,
Yeah.
and then the other one is right here. It means God is greater than the highs and the lows. Both meant for God.
Yeah.
What's your take on that? Is it still a sin, even though they're for God?
Is it really meant for God? God didn't tell you to do that.
He didn't. But in my eyes, it's for God.
God told you not to do that.
He did. So so you would still consider it as a sin?
I mean, yeah, you rode into your flesh. And,
I agree.
and
I don't regret it. I don't
Yeah.
regret it at all, really. I mean, part of me, I don't regret it. I don't. The more I think about it, it kind of does hurt my feelings because when I first got it, I just thought, well, I'm getting it
Yeah.
for God.
Yeah.
I wanted it on me for
well,
Him.
you didn't know. You didn't know. So it's like, it's different, cause in the Bible it says something about if you know the sin, go out and sin no more. So you weren't aware of that. It was a sin.
Right, I wasn't.
So I don't think God will punish you for that. We all fall short of sin, whether it be sexual temptation, lying, whatever,
Right.
lusting. That's easy for a guy to do. So that's why it's good to repent and lead a faithful life. And yeah.
So, have you ever stolen anything before?
Stolen it? Yeah, I've stolen. Okay, I'm not gonna say too much, but it was all when I was younger. I didn't steal from like specific people. I'll only say the only time I stole from like a specific person was like a Lego thing, but yeah, even I feel guilty about it right now. That's why.
Yeah,
Like,
it's hard to get out.
Yeah, but yeah, I've stolen when I was younger. You know, I'm not gonna say too much, but
Right. But my point is, like, you knowing that it like you said, it hurts. Like, it's hard to even say it out loud.
Yeah.
Like, you was 5, 6 years old and you stole a freaking Lego, but it's
because you
still
feel
sitting here, hard to get it out because
you
of how
feel
guilty you feel.
Yeah, you feel guilty, and that's why you feel guilty because you were super tempted by it, by
Right.
stealing, and you stole. So whenever you're tempted into doing something, you probably feel guilty afterwards. You know, if you're tempted by this promiscuous girl, and you're like, oh my gosh, should I do it? Should I not? I don't know, bro. It's tempting. Boom, you feel guilty.
Right.
And people only start to be depressed and kill themselves after they buy into the apple of temptation, and you know, that's what happens.
I agree. I stole I stole a $2. So I've always wanted a $2 bill. I was probably like 7 or 8, 9, 10 maybe at the most. And I always wanted a $2 bill because I always thought they were just so lucky.
Yeah.
And my mom ended up giving me one, right? Well, went to a dollar store. She wouldn't let me buy, or she wouldn't buy me a Hot Wheel car.
Yeah.
I love Hot Wheels. So I ended up going behind her back and spending the $2 bill on a Hot Wheel car. Got home, realized what I did, went to her purse, and I took her last $2 bill out of her purse.
Mm-hmm.
I stole a $2 bill out of her purse. I felt so bad. I didn't at the moment.
And
I do now.
even you thinking about it right now, that's like, bro, what even is that story? Like, he knew as a child that
It was wrong.
it was wrong. Yeah. And so at that kind of age, you start to realize that sin is like an actual,
Thing.
yeah, like
It happens.
you start to feel guilty.
I mean, everyone does it. No one in this world can ever say they've never sinned before. Your
Yeah.
dad, smartest, most intelligent, preacher, godly, Christian man I've ever seen in my life. I guarantee if you ask him right now, have you sinned in the last 20 years, he will say yes.
Yeah. And that goes for anybody.
Anybody. Why'd your
You know.
camera keep doing the glitchy shit?
I don't know. But yeah, any preacher you could ask, any
Sins.
godly man, they all fall short of sin. And if they say they don't, like, they're satanic, bro. They think they're Jesus.
Is smoking a sin?
I don't know. I really don't know. I haven't gotten too deep into the Bible to even know. Like I said, I'm new.
Well, I'm pretty new too. I can't remember if it says anything about smoking. I know it does say stuff about alcohol and stuff.
Yeah.
But my preacher, I go to, it's a small town, one stoplight town where we live. My preacher, the church I go to, whenever we take breaks in between services, he'll go outside and smoke a cigarette or a cigar in between services. Like,
Yeah.
if that's a sin, he's sinning at church. But like,
I've never
know.
never heard anything about smoking in the Bible. I don't even think they smoked. You know, did they smoke?
Yeah.
I don't even. They did. Are you sure?
tobacco's been around
Thousands
for
of
a
years.
long time. I don't know about thousands of
Yeah,
years.
bro. They were in this Sahara Desert. Nah, they were in like Jerusalem and stuff. I don't
I'm
think
sure
they
there was something to smoke.
I don't think they smoked though, bro.
Well, I'm just saying.
Yeah, but. if
But my
they
point
did,
was,
they
my
probably were-
preacher, I ain't saying no names, but no one's perfect.
Yeah.
Everyone sins. Even preacher sins. I don't care what anyone says
Yeah.
or who it is. Everyone sins.
Except for Jesus.
Except for Jesus. So my point is saying all of this. If you sin, don't be like, well, I'm going straight to hell.
Yeah.
Don't do it. Pray, repent, put all your faith and love into Jesus. You're gonna be okay. He's gonna forgive you. He's gonna love you. You're his child. He'll love you forever.
I've seen too many like preachers, street preachers. They talk about it's
it doesn't have anything to do with works. And I was under this thing before I even studied anything about Christianity. I was under this thing where I thought it was all by works. I thought the only way you could get into heaven is being a good person and don't sin, which was completely wrong. And
It's
I
impossible.
started
not to
watching
sin.
like these different preachers. They started talking about how you're not saved by your works at all. You're just saved by faith and faith only,
And love.
and that's wrong. You are saved by faith, but also by works, because God doesn't intend for you to commit adultery or be effeminate. He explains specifically in 1 Corinthians 6:9 that you won't inherit the kingdom of God if you indulge in those kind of acts. So, you know, don't just follow anyone. Read the Bible for yourself, and you know, I don't know anything about different denominations or anything. I know that a lot of them are skewed, so just go strictly off the Bible and have a connection with God. I mean, so,
I agree.
Yeah.
Got any questions for me?
When would you say you've like became a Christian? Like you knew, like, okay.
Pretty much like you. I was always in a church growing up. I was the kid that was playing hide and seek on the church pews, you know.
Yeah.
I got baptized. I actually got baptized when I was like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And of course, at that point, I knew who he was. I knew I wanted to live my life for him. But I wasn't, like you said, kind of like you, I wasn't fully into it. I was still young. My mind was still going a million
Lukewarm,
miles a
yeah.
million. But I would say I really got into it. Sad to say, but when I met you, really.
Yeah. We really had deep talks about different topics. You know, I showed him about all the evil going on in the world, different cults and different things, and so he's seen that, and yeah.
Awful.
Yeah. So the devil's out there to deceive, and we're all being deceived. So find the truth, find God, and yeah.
I agree. Any more questions for me?
Do you think our virtual connections have replaced or enhanced our sense of community and human interaction?
So you're pretty much asking me if I think technologies took over the world?
Yeah, like more so our community and like the way we talk to
Communication?
people.
It definitely has. You can't sit here and tell me it's not.
Yeah. I'm not talking about just like phone, and I'm talking about like how does like relationships.
I've actually think relationships become worse.
Definitely, yeah.
I mean, obviously.
I want to hear what you think.
Kind of like the thing I explained earlier, getting a random phone call. You can call people now that like you don't even have to show your number or show your name. Like some random person can call you and just start stuff. Or like the photoshopping. This girl can text me and start flirting with me and me block her, and she can take that same image of me blocking her, delete the block out, and then just Photoshop some random message that I put in. That's literally how advanced technology is.
Yeah,
That just starts a whole lot of stuff.
It's gotten way worse, bro.
It's gotten out of hand.
Way
really.
worse, and
I mean, we couldn't live without technology, to be honest with you. But it's definitely made relationships a whole lot harder to commit in, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. I would say that this is what's driving depression and anxiety and suicide rates. Obviously, there's underlying factors, but
Cyberbullying,
I would
stuff
say
like that.
the majority is everything virtual, because
I agree.
when you take, okay, let's go back to the 1950s.
in order to be with a girl, you have to talk to her. You have
Right.
to, you know,
Talk
get
to her
know
parents.
Yeah, go on a
stuff like
date
that.
with her. You know, nowadays it's not that easy. You know, well, it depends on who you are and what you know, but for the average guy, it's not easy at all, bro. They barely get matches on Tinder. You know, it is their fault because they might be fat, ugly, and they don't do anything with their life. But you know, it is sad, and they don't. I've been studying these kind of things for years and years, even when I was like 12, bro. So I'm lucky enough to have like a family and people around me that know this kind of stuff, so I could do my own digging and searching. But bro, men are more depressed now than they have ever been. And I'm happy that these kind of people like Andrew Tate and, you know, David Goggins, whoever it is, Sneeko, whoever it is, bro, it's good that they've came in and, you know, they're teaching men to be.
You're setting examples.
Yeah,
Good examples.
Yeah, good examples.
Some.
Everything that they say might not be like,
You're right of opinion and stuff, but
you know, I would say they're right on mostly everything.
oh yeah, but I'm just saying
But-
people's opinion may be
Yeah.
different on them. That's why they think they're wrong. But most of the
Yeah.
time they are right.
Yeah, exactly.
97% of the time they're right.
Well, it's because like the only way to like really drive it into people is through comedy, because they wouldn't watch it if they was just talking to the screen. So, you know, of course Tate's gonna say something about, okay, women can't drive, whatever. You know,
Right.
that's like the funny factor. But
Just
there's
to get 'em
always
hooked, you know.
there's always some truth to everything.
Right.
I believe that he's one of the smartest individuals in this world.
When is dad like super smart too?
Yeah.
Like a chess player, a massive chess player and stuff?
Yeah, but yeah, I mean, these people are smart. It's good to listen to them, but the average guy isn't doing that. They're not self-improving. You know, they're on video games right now.
Right.
So, it's really sad to see. They're depressed, and they don't have any guidance. And so when you get Instagram coming in and the relationships are super easy, and you go on Instagram, you see guys with 200K followers verified, and then you have a guy who's just like a little strange with 200 followers. Bro, you think
His
a girl?
confidence instantly goes down.
Yeah,
Instantly.
but no girls are gonna hit his DMs
Right.
ever. Like the average Walmart guy that works at a Walmart, you know, maybe if you're an attractive guy and confident and whatever, you'll get texts. But like I'm talking about the average guy. Like the
Yeah.
average guy isn't fit and attractive. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, these people aren't getting any attention or love, so they feel hurt.
Lonely.
Yeah, they feel lonely, and my kind of mission is to kind of drive those guys into this kind of content and really help them out, because they need that guidance. And most of them try to convince themselves that they're okay, or oh my god, why do you want to talk to girls, that's weird, or bro, why are you sipping, or bro, respect women. All those kind of guys, they're just coping, they're just trying to cope, because they can't get that girl, they can't do what I do, nigga. Thanks.
I think it's funny how, like, on this topic anyways, we think the same way on this topic. We completely agree on everything. But you kind of grew up, you can probably agree with me. You grew up on the more technology side.
Yeah.
You were more
Yeah, bro.
techno than I
At
was.
8 years old, I was doing mods on Call of Duty, bro. I learned everything about the computer. Well, not everything, but
At 8
I
years
was a
old,
computer geek at 8, bro.
I was 8 years old riding bulls I mean,
Yeah.
I was in dirt bike. Like, I didn't have my first gaming console until I think me and you met.
Really? Yeah.
I think I got my first Xbox, which is like
I
3
kinda-
years ago.
I kind of changed you.
Yeah. So I didn't really. Obviously I had a phone when I was like 12 because I played travel basketball. My mom wanted to keep up with me. It was actually a flip phone.
Yeah.
I didn't have a smartphone, but like I was so behind on the technology. So it's crazy to sit here and think that you've been through the technology and you've done all of it, and I've not really got even close to stepping into it. But we still see the same outlook.
Yeah,
on it.
and that's why there's a disconnect with me and people in like rural areas, because I'm surprised that I even have a friend here. You know what I mean?
Right.
So
You always
There's-
have a friend here.
there's definitely a disconnect. I've always been that kind of. I'm geeky on the inside. I'm a geek. I love learning, bro. And sometimes I get to a point where I'm just like, bro, stop learning. Like,
You said that to me
yeah,
a week ago.
yeah, I
You
did.
looked at me and you said, "I've been learning so much that I don't know if my brain can hold any more." That's
Yeah.
literally what you said.
Yeah, and no, I was actually sad, bro. I was actually depressed. That's what I was talking about, like being
Yeah.
comfortable. I was just taking in so much information. I wasn't acting on anything. I was just learning, bro. I was learning so much. I was learning about everything about the world. I was learning about the cults, everything
about
evil,
religion.
satanic, bro. My mind wanted to explode, and that's why knowledge is bad in the Bible, bro. Philosophers kill themselves. They're depressed.
That every time you say that, it reminds me of what was it? He left a Bible verse or some type of saying on his headstone at his grave because he killed himself. It was something about the world being flat. It was a
He didn't
philosopher.
kill himself. He didn't kill himself, but that was Werner von Braun. He wrote Psalms 19:1 on his grave. It was something about the firmament. He was a Nazi rocket scientist that came to the U.S. He wrote on his grave, and this is flat Earth stuff. This isn't like, you know what I mean? This isn't stuff that I would really talk about on here. Maybe if someone brought it up, but yeah, he wrote on his grave Psalms 19:1.
See, I thought he killed himself. That's why I was
Shoot, that's his
implying that.
handiwork, firmament, whatever. But he basically knew that he couldn't penetrate the firmament, bro. Like, they're not sending rockets into space. They're not making it to the moon. Come on, let's be real.
See, I thought he killed himself. That's why I was implying that he
Oh.
took in so much knowledge. That he
Oh
just
yeah,
killed
yeah,
himself.
no. He didn't kill himself. But
I thought he did.
you know, those kind of people are depressed, bro.
Very.
So
That's why I kind of like being dumb sometimes.
yeah. And that's
Oh, you're agreeing?
and that's kind of good because as a 5-year-old, bro, you know nothing.
And
You
your
don't know-
life is happy. You're
Yes,
so happy.
very, because nothing in your mind is sexual. You're not really tempted by these whores.
Right.
Like, there's nothing to. You play, bro. All you do is play, and you just
Right.
laugh.
You have fun.
Exactly.
You live life.
You don't think of anything. Everything
Fades
in your
away.
life is colorful, and you know what I mean. So, bro.
For some kids,
Yeah.
some kids
Obviously,
have a
there's
bad life.
exceptions.
but it's not their fault.
But as a kid, bro, you just
Live it up while you can.
yeah. And I would say even those kids who go through trauma,
Still try to make the best out of it as most as you can.
not even, because they literally know nothing, and as they grow up, and that's what trauma is. As they grow up, they start to feel like it's normal. So say a girl was growing up in a household where the father beat her.
Right.
She's more likely to get into a relationship with a toxic guy that will hit her.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Because she's immune to it. She's
yeah,
used to it.
that's what she knows.
Yeah.
And even if she doesn't like it, she's kind of drawn into that.
Right. I agree.
And obviously girls don't admit anything. They have no accountability, but
God, no, they don't.
bro. But yeah, that's just the truth, you know. That's all they know, and that's why it's good to keep your kids away from this transgender and
Bullshit.
anything sexual. Keep your kids away from it because it will destroy them. It'll ruin them inside. It'll confuse them, and they're just gonna lead a life of depression and misery. And bro, it's bad.
I would say right now my life is pretty okay.
Yeah.
I would say the most stressful thing, obviously not my girlfriend, not you. You're big help in my life. You and Maddie's a very big help in my life. I don't really have my parents in my life much. They come around every once in a while, but I still love them. They're still help. But I'd say the most difficult part about my life is just everything going. It's mostly about money,
Yeah.
which it makes me sound like I'm money hungry, which I'm really not. If I could help it, I would be over here every day chilling with Tristan, or I'd be at my girlfriend's house every day hanging out with her if it was up to me. But I want to, I have goals too, just like my girlfriend. I want to meet her goals, but I also want to meet mine. But at the same time, I want to help you meet yours.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want you to go through everything alone. Which you don't. You have a great family, but I'm just saying, you know, I feel like you connect more with me than some other people.
Definitely.
But like, that's, you know, when you get to thinking about it, I'm trying to help me. I'm trying to help you. I'm trying to help Maddie. I'm trying to help. You know, I'm just trying to help a bunch of people, and that's really about the only. It's not a negative. It's honestly a positive. It's a good thing that I look at things like that. But at the same time, it can be a negative because my mind is just constantly. It's almost just as bad as you learning all the time.
Yeah.
Because your mind just don't stop, you know.
Yeah.
And I haven't really found a cure for it yet. I don't know. Maybe this is a good cure. Just sitting down talking about it.
I would say, bro, having a brother, like someone that you really click with, someone that you could just talk to, because I haven't had people where I could just talk to and, you know, they talk back. You know, I have my cousin and
Nate.
I have another friend, but, you know,
Nelly.
yeah, but, you know, there's always flaws in relationships and whatever.
Right.
But yeah, it's good to sit down with your boys, and I made a video about this. Like, it's good to sit down and talk with people, and the people that have been like a really good help in my life is you, obviously,
Thank you.
my cousin, and one of my friends, and my dad. My dad has been a big one. You know, even though sometimes he might feel that I don't ask enough questions, whatever, he's
there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
he's always gonna be there.
Yeah, and that's what I really love. And like, sometimes I feel bad and I put a pressure on myself and I feel guilty not for asking. But my personality, it's different. I feel because I've always been the type to just jump at something.
Right.
You know. Like, bro, I'll literally be laying down. I'll think of something in my head. Wait.
Boom. Gets up.
What?
Does it.
Wait, something is wrong with the website. Wait, I forgot to add a capital letter on the front page of my website. Boom, I'm up.
He's telling the
So-
truth. He's like that.
Yeah, so
Just like right now, we're up at 5:30 in the morning exactly, making this video for y'all. Just
Yeah.
because he said, I'm not going to be lazy tonight. We're going to get stuff done.
yeah.
And I said, if that's what you want to do, we're doing it.
My nigga.
We're doing it.
Yes.
And also, that goes back to, like, relationships. I think talking is a very good method of staying together.
Yeah.
In my
Communication is
opinion.
key, bro.
Yeah.
It don't come from nowhere. Communication is key.
Right. They've not been
Communication,
saying that for years for no reason.
Yeah. Doesn't even matter if it's a relationship, friendship,
Anything.
business partnership. Communication is key.
Very.
I've been working on my communication for a long time because, bro, I went to
I went to Florida, and I didn't know anyone,
Didn't get
and I
out
was
much.
younger. I didn't get out at all at the start, and I just start to. It's like that quarantine feeling when you guys were in quarantine for a long time. You guys start to get out. You were like
quarantine.
kind of nervous. No, not at that time. That was like a year
Oh.
after. But you know, I was there alone, and I got super bad anxiety, bro. Like I was depressed, bro. I had no one to talk to, and when I talked to people, I felt like I was a burden on them because of my energy. And this is where I sat down with my father. I was like, Dad, I'm struggling right now. Like I was literally crying, bro. I had severe panic attacks every night. It was definitely music and, you know, just demons attacking me. But I sat down with my dad. I was like, Dad, I'm having trouble.
And he helped.
Yep.
The Lord helped too.
And we prayed. I haven't had a panic attack since, I don't believe. And so, yeah, so that's another reason why prayer helps so much in your life. But back to what I was saying with communication, yeah, I didn't get out as much. So what I did was I started, like what I'm doing right now, I put myself in uncomfortable situations. I went out, and there was a Red Lobster right beside where I was living, and I just went in there every day, same time, went on there, and there was another lady there. She was a nice, short Asian lady. She was there every day, the same time I was there, and you know, for the first, I would say 5 times I went, I didn't really talk to her. After that, I kind of nodded, waved. And then the next time, I was having full-on conversations with her. So, kind of putting yourself in situations to improve communication. Doesn't matter what it is, bro. I used to walk, like when I lived in Miami, I used to walk all day. Like I just walked. I walked. Doesn't matter how far I was going, I just walked. And it's good to spend time with yourself and try to work on areas that you need to improve. And for me, that was communication. And you know, I keep falling off because sometimes I'm just here, but it's good to continuously improve. And communication is key. So continue to improve that. That's the biggest factor if you want to land a sales deal. Anything, communication, talking, presenting yourself, you know.
That also goes back to like the suicide rates and the technology. Like you literally do not know. You can walk into a restaurant and there just be a guy who looks happy, yada yada yada. You sit down and talk to that guy, more than likely, if a good conversation with someone can change them. Literally.
Exactly.
It can change them.
And that's actually so true. And that actually made me remember the lady that I talked to that in that Red Lobster, like after weeks of just kind of awkward type deal. I really had a conversation with her. She told me that her husband had died, and they used to come to that Red Lobster. They used to sit at the table over there, and it was like a traditional thing every week, and they just sat there. And she used to walk there same time as I did. Her husband died, and she was just telling me like everything about her life and everything about the area that I was in, because I was just new there, and like it really impacted me. I was just like, wow, like this lady's coming here every day. What's going on in her life?
Right.
You know what I mean? So
You can definitely save someone by communication.
Yeah,
You really can.
Don't even think about yourself. Like the way you could impact someone else's life by just talking to them, by saying hi to them, by complimenting them. Yo, I like your shoes, bro. Doesn't matter. It could be anything positive. You could change their life significantly.
Very much.
You could change the trajectory of their life completely. You know, that person could be battling on his last
on his last step with depression, and you
One
have that
little
conversation
talk.
with him. Yeah,
One little talk. It don't even have to
And
be
you just
hours.
you just say, "I love you, bro," and
I'm proud of
he's
you.
saved. Yeah.
I'm proud. You remember when, going back to when you was talking about trying to improve your communication skills and stuff.
Yeah.
You remember when we used to take random trips to Cookville?
Yes.
Just to go in random stores to talk to people.
yes,
just
bro.
to-
Yes.
Just we was trying to get YouTube started.
Yeah, I always have these things where I try to get YouTube started, bro. I'm sticking to it.
I hope.
But, bro, we used to go to Cookville and we used to just do some stupid
Yeah.
stuff.
We should
Like-
just walk around, talk to her like. It don't matter if they were 100-year-old
It-
women.
Yeah, bro.
We
It
would
was
just
so
talk.
dumb because nigga, I went up to this guy in Marshalls. I was like, I picked out some package, some exercise thing, and it had like a chick on it. I was like, bro, does this come with the girl? I felt so dumb, but I was like, no, bro, it doesn't come with the girl. Sorry, I try to act professional instead of laugh. It's a nerd, but yeah.
Oh, those were good times.
Doesn't matter what you say, bro. None of this stuff matters in the end. Well, all of it does, but you know,
But now that you say that, it makes me go back
in the
to
bigger
thinking
scheme of
like,
things.
when we die, we can't take nothing to heaven with us.
Yeah.
So why are we working so hard to have all this money to buy things that we can't take with us when we die?
That's a bad way to think, because why would God want you to suffer here on earth? Why would God want you to be lazy? Why would God want you to settle for less?
He don't.
Exactly. So those kind of people that are like super weird about money and, you know, people chasing, like trying to get money so bad and they focus on money a lot. Dude, if you're not focused on money, and obviously God, if you're not focused on money, if you're not focused on becoming better, if you're not focused on any of those kind of things, you're losing in life.
I said it's
You
more.
can't just depend on Jesus and Jesus completely. You know what I mean? You know, you have to take accountability for mostly everything in your life. He's not just gonna hold your hand through it. You know, he'll be there, but he's not gonna help you in this material world. He can, but he's not gonna hold your hand every step of the way.
Right. I feel like it's more so of like, it's not more so of money, it's bettering yourself. Like, I don't know how to explain it. I feel like some of these people that are all rich and goody, you can, if they would truly open up to you, they would truly sit there and say that they're not happy. I'd almost bet.
It's because they don't have Christ. Those are the ones that don't have Christ in their heart.
I don't know.
Most of them are satanic and
Because they're so money hungry that they don't think nothing about anybody else but money. Is what I'm
so
saying.
their soul is hurt.
That's not when I said earlier is not the way I think. It's just the fact I just don't want to see people become so money hungry in this world that they forget about everyone else and everything else going around them. Is
Yeah.
what I was saying.
Yeah.
Like I've seen that before. Hell, a lot. Not saying no names. A lot of these YouTubers are like that. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I've seen like people expose the people that they work for. I'm talking about like influencers, whatever. Like they're nasty people, and I kind of question myself, like, bro, can I do this without having that kind of mindset? Like,
You can.
am I really cut out for this? But it's like it's super common. I'm just like, bro, these are nasty people. You know, and that's why the devil kind of rules the material world, because everything you see, the most influential people in this world, they're satanic.
Right. A lot of them.
Yeah, and they are money hungry. Money is their idol. You know what I mean? Obviously, don't idolize money. But bro, you can't go through life with this mindset of money is evil, or, you know, oh, I don't even care for money. Like, it doesn't better my life. Come on, let's be real. That's just cope. That's cope. That's an excuse for being a bum. I don't care what.
I think money is evil, but you have to have it to live.
Yeah.
You should be money hungry, but I do believe money is evil. Money changes people.
Yeah,
sure.
definitely.
That's why I think it's evil. Money changes people for the most of the time for the worse.
Yeah, I don't even know how, bro. Most of the people that are murdered, money, bro, money. Even people that die, money. Die from cancer.
There was this story I heard. This kid, okay, so his mom, I think it was a son that killed her. His mom went and got health insurance.
Yeah.
He checked the mail and seen how much was like in the health insurance like bank type deal. It wasn't a bank, but like the money pot, like how much money they had. It was like $400,000.
Yeah.
Her son ended up killing her because his dad was out of his life.
Oh,
her son ended up her son ended up killing her. Obviously, he didn't get the money, but in his mind, he thought he could kill his own mother just to get her money.
Yeah.
Just because he didn't want to work. It wasn't like a young person. He was probably, he was young. He was probably 14, 15.
Yeah.
But still, he was old enough to know that's retarded.
Yeah.
Like, that's satanic.
Those are the people. Those are the over emotional.
That's what I'm saying. Evil. That's evil.
That's evil. Those are also the over emotional people that they succumb to their emotions. So don't let your emotions overcome you. It could really make you do some really dangerous things. An emotional man are the school shooters. They're the murderers. They're the rapists. Those are the emotional men. The non-emotional men that just know what they're supposed to do. They're not murderers. They're not rapists. They protect and provide for their families. They take care of their women. You know what I mean? So, don't let your emotions overcome you. Continue to be the best man you could possibly be.
I agree.
What do you think is a masculine man? Like, what are the traits of a masculine guy?
Me. When I think of a masculine man, a lot of people think this big, strong guy. I don't think that. I think it's someone that values a woman for what they are, which is a blessing, in my opinion.
All right, and he's talking about women, like real women, okay?
Not whores.
We're not talking about whores, okay?
Real women.
And let's not confuse, because the Bible says they should burn it out.
What,
but anyway,
whores?
yes. So,
Probably.
They already decided their value, so why should I value a whore if they don't value themselves? Let's be real. Come on.
Good point. So, a man that values his woman for what she truly is, which is a blessing. A man that provides for his woman and his family that he's created. A man that sticks to his word and does not cheat. Is loyal.
It's a big one.
Very big. A man that has goals. I feel like if you're a masculine man, you have to have goals.
Definitely.
You can't just go through life without goals.
Yeah.
Like you, very masculine man, you have a goal to have a Porsche. This guy, or a Ferrari. This guy's dead set on having a Ferrari.
Have to, bro.
He's recently added the mansion, but for however long I've known him, he's always wanted a Ferrari.
I've never really talked about the mansion, but the mansion's always been there. Yeah.
The phone, his phone screen, his computer screen, everything's Ferrari. He will have it one day. I believe in him. But goals, a man that has his goals, a man that is truly has faith and love and just admires Jesus and God.
Yeah.
A very
Big one,
Christian man.
Yeah.
Those are the 5 things. I could probably keep going, but the other ones ain't as deep as these 5.
That's a good list. Yeah. I'd say a guy who's God fearing, because if you're not deeply connected on a spiritual level, you have no backbone. If you don't follow Jesus Christ, or if you don't follow even any religion, you're completely lost. like you have no moral support, you have no backbone. You're a liberal. You're a liberal, and so, yeah, being God fearing, I would say having his priorities straight.
Kind of like
You
your
know,
goals type deal.
Yeah, kind of like goals. Have your priorities straight. Keep your family first. Keep God first. Keep work first. All first. You know, same. Well, not same level, but you know, all first. I would say have goals. Don't be just a lazy bum. You know, I've been around too many people. Like, bro, what's your dream car? Toyota. Come on, bro. Let's be real. Toyota. I'm not talking about a Toyota truck, alright, bro? Chill. I'm talking about niggas that think genuinely, okay, Toyota Corolla, bro. Come on.
No.
Dream bigger, bro.
Dude.
Dream bigger!
I would take a Toyota Supra over a Ferrari any day.
Really? Well, Supras are nice.
Them things, 5-speed drift
Supras are
cars,
nice,
them
yeah.
things are bad. Well,
Yeah.
I'm a Toyota fan. I drive a Toyota Tacoma.
Yeah,
It's nice.
I'm
Somewhat.
not slandering Toyota. I'm just talking about, like, you know,
God, why is your dream car
the
Toyota?
the granny car. Bro, why do you
Yeah.
want a granny car?
Yeah.
Dream bigger. I mean,
Right.
sure. There's not a lot of
Right.
Ferraris in them. I'll have them. You know.
I know you will. I believe.
Yeah. So have your goals in order. Respect women. That's a big one. Respect the women that
Respects you.
that respect you, and that respects themselves. Okay, that's a big one too. Don't get with no woman that doesn't respect themselves. Like, you're done for. Yeah, I would say have your brotherhood. You need your brothers. If you don't have your brothers, you'll go insane. Have your brotherhood in check. Continually strive to be the best man you could possibly be. Yeah, those are the masculine traits, I'd say.
I agree.
Yes, sir.
It's almost 6 o'clock. We started at like 2.
So, if your dating life were a sitcom, what would be the wackiest episode title, and who would play the guest star in your romantic adventures? What would the title be? You know, like Fuller House, like the shows that are like have the laugh track in the background.
I don't know.
You know,
That's hard
episode.
to think about.
Think about the title. What would the title be? I'm thinking about mine. Dating life.
I was gonna say Dan Life.
I'd say roller coaster. Roller coaster, bro. It's been crazy.
I would say Ferris wheel for me.
First of all,
Because I get real big and everything's so good. And then it comes back down to reality and I have to restart again and then it goes back up.
yeah. I'd say roller coaster for me because I kind of go with the motion, bro. And I'll talk to a girl, goes up. Can you share a hilarious dating mishap that turned into a valuable life lesson?
It was Maddie's birthday. We went to Mexican. But they didn't, for some reason, you know how some Mexicans like rub the ice cream on their nose? Well, they didn't. They just brought her the ice cream. So I decided to do it myself. And smacked her a little too hard with the ice cream. And I ended up like blooding her nose. Cause I
Wait,
hit
so
her
how
hard
did
with
how
ice
did that
cream.
turn into a life lesson?
Don't be pranking your woman like that.
Oh, okay.
Don't be hitting your woman with ice
Dating
cream.
mishap that turned into a valuable life lesson. Oh, wait. I feel like there's a big one. I can't think of it off the top of my head. Every relationship has taught me valuable life lessons.
Tristan,
Yes.
if you could give one piece of dating advice,
For a healthy relationship, one piece of advice.
Laugh.
If you even want to have a healthy relationship, get with the virgin. Don't get with the whore. The whores serve no purpose. They're broken on the inside. Maybe take them to church. They might change, but you know, these girls can't find God without a man. So
This is what I was talking about, trashy clothes.
I guess if you're gonna date a whore, take her to church. Make sure she goes to church.
Take her to church.
And if she's already in church and she's still a whore, bro,
Sayonara.
say goodbye.
Tristan,
Yeah.
you gotta answer this good, okay?
Okay.
The last question, okay?
Last question.
If you could use your platform to bring attention to one pressing global issue, what would it be, and how would you use comedy to raise awareness?
Serious global issue, I would say, is
We haven't even talked about the wars going on. What have we been
yeah.
doing?
I don't know too much about the wars going on, but a global issue I would say is the lack of God in communities. The church used to be so strong, now it's super divided up, and there's preachers that are gay, there's preachers that believe being gay is correct, there's preachers that are just sexually immoral, and it's disgusting, and very satanic, very demonic, and I believe we can use comedy to kind of raise awareness, to bring people to Christ, because I believe that you can't really get someone to even listen to you without having some kind of joke nowadays, because
That or make them mad.
yeah, and all my last stuff used to be making people mad. That's why I garnered attention through the Trump stuff that I did and the speaking out against those kind of people in 2020, because people all thought the same thing. Nowadays people are actually waking up, so it's kind of harder to garner that kind of attention. But yeah, I really do think we could use comedy to push people to Christ. Whether it be talking about these satanic wars or
Burn in hell.
whether it be talking about horrors, whether it be talking about
Life.
homosexuality, or whether they're talking about
Just anything.
satanic things in general, bro, because all of it is laughable, because they're all trying to push it into your face, and it's weird, bro, you know what I mean? But yeah, comedy can be used definitely to push people to Christ.
I agree.
Yeah.
At least bring attention to Christ.
Yeah, everyone knows Christ. They just
Don't believe.
they don't believe that he done miracles and that he died on the cross and rose again. But yeah, that's my take on everything.
Tristan, thank you for coming on the podcast. We talked about some really good things.
Yes, sir. There's a wide range of everything.
Yes.
Yeah.
Love having you. Super smart, super intelligent. Always good time.
For sure.
Good kid. Good kid.
For sure. Well, I appreciate you guys for watching, and
See you on the next one.
yes, sir.